The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. 50 years ago, our epic brand journey kicked off with humble Aussie ambition and ingenuity. 1,000 miles later, and then some, TJM has grown to become a leader in the 4x4 aftermarket category. Our story's a darn good yarn. So let's reverse back to the beginning. (1973). Gough, It's Time, Whitlam was our PM. Akadaka played their first gig, and the Queen popped over for some opera. Meanwhile, out on Moreton Island, best mates Taylor, Jones and Mollenhauer were carving up the sand dunes in their Land Cruisers and Ford 100s. But the boys couldn't get the bull bars and roll bars they needed to trick up their rides. And they weren't the only ones. It seemed thousands of other Aussie thrill seekers wanted to customise their four-wheel drives too. So TJM started making their own custom accessories. They put out the first TJM catalogue in '77, and quickly word spread. In 5 years, they went from a shed in the backyard of Lloyd's mum's place to a branded store in Moresby Street, Geebung. And demand kept growing. TJM rolled into its second decade, we saw Hawkey downing schooners, Bondi landing the America's Cup, and Hogues telling us what a real knife is. Business was booming at TJM as a growing distributor network spread across Australia. The 80s was also when TJM established our signature look. Red vehicles with eye-catching bold gold livery. Our new export division kicked off, distributing products offshore, from alloy bars to Japan to huge bull bars to the USA. TJM's future was looking so bright, it had to wear shades.
1990s.
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 The 90s arrived. Telstra finally had some competition. Nobody could take their eyes off Baywatch, and everybody truly, madly, deeply loved Savage Garden. New TJM products rolled out left, right and red centre. Polished alloy bars, deluxe polished side steps, Tourer top canopies and more. As vehicle technology progressed, our R&D expanded to keep pace, winning Design and Tech Awards in '96 for airbag-compatible bull bars. 1999 saw the end of an era for TJM, as CMI acquired the company, and Lloyd, Cliff and Steve took a well-earned rest, having set up a great Australian success story. The year 2000 marked a new century. Kathy made Olympic history. We all made friends on Facebook, and iPhones changed the world. New tech was having an impact at TJM too. Smarter vehicles demanded better designed 4x4 accessories that looked great and worked hard. Business was thriving until a fire broke out at Geebung HQ in 2009, destroying masses of stock and years of history. Thankfully, no one was hurt. And 11 months later, TJM was back up and running. The 2010s. We voted in our first female PM. Global warming became climate change. And JT broke the Broncos' hearts in the grand final. TJM was kicking goals too, extending into the US with a sales and engineering department in San Diego. We grew to 58 stores and expanded to produce side steps, rear bars, suspension systems, vehicle recovery tools, camping gear and more. In 2015, plastic automotive accessories powerhouse Aeroclass acquired TJM in a huge deal, giving us the chance to become a truly global brand. Arriving in our 5th decade, we already have new challenges and opportunities, including a crippling pandemic, war in Europe, and a boom in AI technology. TJM is working smarter than ever now too. The engineers at our state-of-the-art facility in Brisbane have far more to think about than animal impacts on vehicles, designing for parking sensors, adaptive cruise control, and rear cross-traffic alerts. We now cater for accessories on 17 makes and 47 models of vehicles. And who knows where electric four-wheel drives will take us in the decade ahead. Our distribution centres are more streamlined, more energy efficient and more people friendly. And we're reaching ever wider markets through retail and warehousing spaces in Rotterdam and Thailand. Many things have changed, but what remains the same is the desire of four-wheel drive enthusiasts to upgrade their vehicles with high-quality aftermarket accessories to maximise every adventure. For 50 groundbreaking years, TJM has been at the forefront of off-road safety and engineering technology.
And together, we plan to take the lead for the next 50 years.